Right on, we're back with the aftermatch interview from tonight's match. This was, of course, Ozfortress Winter League 8 Premier Division, and kindly provided $2,000 of prizes by Plantronic Gamecom. And we're going to jump right into the interview with Spiceboiz. We've got Eps and Smallglut joining us from them. And then on the upgrade TF2 side, it looks as though we have Mav and Hayes. How's it going, everyone?
Hello.
Hi. Fuck, you sound like school children or something. Anyway, we're going to start it off like that first map. This is, of course, for Spiceboiz. How close down to the wire was that? And did you think you were going to be able to pull that off?
Oh, right. I don't know. Like, I think we are all, including like everybody on our team, kind of knew that tonight was probably the biggest game of our season, and I think we're all pretty pumped coming into it, and I think everybody kind of played really well. Like, I don't think we were expecting, I think we were expecting a really close game, and that's what we were given. A lot of dropouts, which is a shame for both teams. But
it was
like,
terrible.
Yeah, I think we all played pretty well, especially Spaceman, who went 22 for 1 in the first half.
I think Paul Mav was calling it he was going to have issue after issue, but I think he actually found some quarter in the fact that your team was dropping like flies as well. Obviously a bit more annoying when he's the man with the Uber charge. Smallglut, you must have been hoping that that was going to work out for you, because it could have swung the other way if you didn't quite pull it off. Yeah, so you would have been pretty pleased with getting that kill.
With the Uber, with the headshot, you mean?
No, I mean like when you went back onto the second to force the recap in the last round.
Oh, right, yeah. No, that worked well, thankfully.
Yeah, there was some big back caps all game actually, and they mostly worked.
They were called, just didn't stop them.
Yeah.
No, that tends to be the case, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That they called and you assume someone else is going for it, but no one's actually.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
The call was for someone to stay there, but apparently.
Or
not.
everybody's like, "We can stack mid, guys. Let's just stack mid."
It worked out so well on so many occasions. Shit. Okay. And then obviously on Asheville, still tight as can be. Did you guys think going into Asheville that it was going to be the other way around, that Upgrade was going to have the advantage on that map?
From recent scrims, like we've been playing Asheville very badly until the Tuesday night. Tuesday night we still played badly, but afterwards, we had a talk, figure out what was going wrong, and last night we scrimmed a little bit, but we still had a lot of issues, not necessarily with the way we played it, but Zach dropped out because of his computer issues, and then we had like 2 rounds against VR where we were like down a player or without a player in Mumble or something, and eventually things stabilized and we performed pretty well. But yeah, we weren't exactly super confident heading into Asheville initially, but after winning Snakewater, that really did give us quite a boost.
Yeah, no, I bet it would have. Interesting. How much time have you actually put into Asheville? Like, have you only been looking into it this week?
This week, yes.
Seeing as it's only in 1 round. Yeah, I wonder what was going to happen with that and Warmfront in regards to teams actually putting some time in it. But yeah, cool. Righto, no mercy. Questions?
Alright, so I'll start with the guys over an Upgrade. Commiserations, it was a close game. The second half, obviously you guys of the Snakewater essentially won despite some really clutch end decisions, but that first half was pretty much just a story of failing to push last. What do you think was going wrong?
Everything. We haven't really practiced this week. We've had 4 basically all week, with Hayes being busy with some stuff for school, and Combust has not been online at all without any word. So our preparation was against a couple of Div 2 teams, and as you know, no mercy with a couple of mercs, and tonight was really the first time we've used at least 5 on those maps. So our last pushing, and Snakewater last, is notoriously shit, and it killed us. Like all three rounds we pushed last. Yeah.
A 5-minute push on last. Yeah, that must have been hurting.
Yeah, like Telly's a good sniper, but if everyone's hiding, there's nothing you can do.
He's a better spy. We saw that tonight.
I don't think you won a single honest last push. In fact, I think the only last pushes you were consistently winning was when you kind of failed, retreated a second badly, and then, for reasons beyond me, but anyway, it was happening, the Spiceboiz repushed and then would munch it at second, and you get a free last.
Yep.
And I suppose I did
That was the
actually want to
plan.
ask Epps that one.
The
When there was like second half, 15 minutes to go, and like 2 rounds in succession when you guys were re-pushing out and then lost last as a result, was there in the back of your guys' head, considering we're 4-1 up, there's 15 minutes on the clock, maybe we should just total last, or was it just like, let's push and try to play our advantages constantly?
Epps considered it, and then I decided to be
man mode engaged.
Yeah.
Did the LG.
Thankfully it worked
Yeah,
out. But,
I was considering parking the bus. Like, it's never good fun, but like, I don't know. I guess in the end, I was kind of thinking that it's winning. Like, no matter what you do, you just do it to win. But either way, I mean, Smallglit was going to be the gentleman that he is, and decided that it would be better to just play our advantages, and it made up for a good game. I just want to quickly give a shout out to Yodel for pressing his killbind on even Ubers defending Snakewater last.
Dude, we were so confused by that because I think it happened right after
We
a
were
pause
too.
or something,
Like,
didn't it?
He didn't even know. Like, it was in the middle of a pause. He was still alive, like holding his med gun with Uber. And in the top right, it was like Shrek finished off Yodel, and we're all like, "What the hell? How is Yodel dead?" And he's
I think I had a seizure.
know, like,
It was good.
I don't know how many heart attacks these teams must have had, because like we had multiple heart attacks casting this crap, and we weren't even playing.
So I noticed it more on Asheville than perhaps the first map, but I think both maps in general, and this is directed at Upgrade. You did mention that Combust was out all night, and obviously that doesn't help, but Atrocious syncing up with your 2 scouts, of which was really impressive, and felt like your guys' off-class play was really strong. How often does he play secondary with you guys, and what sort of teamwork's going on there?
Well, Atrocious is a very good player. He, as you might know, mains Demo Man, and the fact that he could come in and play Roma for us and do it really, really well. There was, Combust not being there didn't help, but there was no downside to using Atrocious, which is why I asked him. And he has played for us to fill in for Combust this week. So he's had 3 games, I think, or 3 nights. And it worked out pretty well.
He's fit in really well if he's only, played that much, because like, out of all the players, I'd say he's probably my player of the match in regards to his timing with roaming and stuff tonight. So if Combust doesn't come back or whatever, I imagine it'd be a real good pickup for you guys. I noticed Combust hasn't been online since the 9th of October.
Yep. No, we don't know why he didn't say anything. He just didn't come back online, and it's been really, really awkward, because our real strength, like, not to be offensive to our scouts in any way, but our strengths in our soldiers, Madness and Combust are probably 2 of the better soldiers in Prem. Together, they are really, really great to work with. Just unspoken understanding of what they need to do. And when you lose one of them, with such heavy DM, and you bring in a Demo Man who doesn't play soldier, you do lose something in your team. So it was a bit disappointing, but no, Atrocious really stepped up, and I don't think anyone gives him enough credit. He's a really quiet player. He plays for XYZ. He does a really good job playing Demo Man for them. He could easily be a Prem Demo Man, but he showed tonight that he can play more than one class.
Absolutely. And can't leave without giving Hayes a mention. Probably the quiet achiever for you guys tonight. How do you think your game went personally?
It was pretty obvious. I had no idea what I was doing on Asheville, because I was just running around like a headless chicken.
That's kind of half that map anyway, so I think you got away with it.
Your damage output was actually pretty commendable, considering, because I've been wondering how you were going to go after seeing you face off against Turmo, because that's the only other time I've had a chance to check out your team this season. So I was, wondering what was going to happen when I saw you against a demo of similar ilk. But yeah, Spaceman doing massive work, conversely, Spaceman doing massive work for you guys tonight.
If we could see a trap, we might be able to take a point, but we died of a trap every time.
I'll give you a spoiler. Once you know where they are, they'll be in the same spot.
I
every
died
time.
to the fan
You just
trap
need
on
to
Asheville
learn them.
like 8 times.
The vent one?
Kept walking
Yeah,
there.
The vent one? The
Yeah,
vent one.
I died to that
Fucking vents.
every time.
Should have just tuned into the cast. Minute 30 late wouldn't have mattered. We were talking about it.
I told you that. I said that at the start of the round. I was like, see that trap there? That is going to kill everyone all game. They're going to get so
Just kept
mad.
going there.
And now you've ruined Spaceman for the entire season. Dear God.
Thank God
Well,
Asheville
Asheville's
doesn't get
never
played
gonna
again.
play.
Let it burn in a fucking hole.
Actually, who got that? Who got that sick one? Was it someone got a kill on Yodel? I mean, obviously it would have been you. Who we're talking about? That Yodel sticky trap. I didn't even see where the stickies were on one of them when he got killed. He can't have died to a sticky trap that many times. I don't remember what it was.
Maverick died to more.
Shout out to Madness. Yeah, he checks traps
Madness.
good. He can shoot everything, but when it comes that last push, 4-all snake water. The first one I died and we were already,
For God's
pissing.
sakes.
We were just pissing away our advantages, pushing. Well, no advantage, but our last pushes were awful. So at the rate we were going, we're never going to win. But me dropping there didn't matter. But 4-all uber advantage, pushing middle. Didn't.
It's clear.
It's
It's
clear.
clear, come through. Damn.
And then I get killed, and I just thought, and there was no, our mumble never gets frustrated or angry, or it never gets cluttered. It was really, really, he just said, "Oh, sorry, sticky traps," and I went, "Yep," and we just sort of knew it was over. We lost another player and the Uber, and I honestly feel that if we'd have not died to that trap, we probably had the momentum. We had Uber advantage. We're pretty good with Ubers, so. I feel like we were going like that. I felt like I just needed to pop, just pop into middle and just lose the Uber to get the point. And that decision, like that gut feeling, I should have gone with it, and it cost us the map, really, sort of. And I honestly feel like we had that round. Like that was our round to win. It was our round to lose the way we were playing, and we lost it.
It's ironic you say that because we were actually talking about that and how you'd said that things don't get too ragey in your mumble. Right when that happened in game, it was a funny moment on the VOD. Sorry, no mercy.
No, I do agree. I think that I think I said it earlier as well. But like that second half of Asheville, like if we pretend the first half didn't exist, that was terrible. That was boring as shit to watch. The second half is probably the best half of Snakewater I've ever watched, and yeah, the way it went down was pretty anticlimactic, I guess, but it was pretty exciting nonetheless.
Oh, one more thing, Smallglit, when you popped out and got that headshot on Mav, that was fucking gorgeous, because you didn't actually move your crosshair, you just plonked it there, straight down the sight line onto Snakewater 4th, and you waited for Mav to strafe into the headshot, and you just popped it.
Mav was just doing very, very short strafes, and I'm not a very good flicker. I'm using Excel at the moment, so, and yeah. Just lucky, I guess. I was sniping pretty well in pubs earlier today, so I just, took the gamble.
You hit it here first, folks. If you want to know if Smallglit's going to snipe, see if how he's doing in the pub. Jesus. Alright, we should probably wrap that up and go through for some shout-outs, but thank you very much to both of you for giving us 1.5 games of epic TF2. That second half of Snake, as No Mercy rightly said, in Asheville. It's been real good, and it's great to see you guys so close. This was, of course, we kind of... told everyone this was the decider to see who was going to be closest to 4th position within this, within the field for Premier Division, but you're both chaping at the bit, so that's really good. It's good to see. We're going to go through for some shout-outs. We'll start with Eps.
Shout out to Spaceman for having some ridiculously creative traps, which is awesome because a lot of top demos don't really do that often these days, and it just sort of brings a bit of creativity to the class in a sense, and I think it's good. Shout out to Yodel, who just said to me, "I'm going to bind my killbind to random keys and forget what they are. Hopefully that affects our game in the future." Shout out to Zombify for slutting for us. Really, really awesome. We couldn't find anybody, and he was right there, so that was really good. He played really well as well. And yeah, shout out to, I don't know, everybody, you guys for casting this, the admins for running the comp, and Zach, of course, for not being able to play. Sorry, man.
Oh, dude, yeah, he needs a massive shout out. That's really unfortunate. Alright, and we will move on to Hayes. Give us a shout out, dude.
Shout out to Nutty Nato. Happy birthday, Nutty.
Alright. Mav.
I got a couple. Just the team. That's my last game. I've got to go work up north, so we're going to be looking for a medic for this transfer window, so that's really upsetting.
I heard Avril's looking for a team, mate.
Avril just won't talk to me. He's got the shits. But yeah, shout out to the team. I really, really love this team. It's just really, really fun playing with them. And Ruik, of course, Ruik. Horrible medic, great guy.
Seconding that. Alright, Smorglet.
Shout out to Zombify. He came through with working for us tonight, which is really nice. Rock Mumble, I guess. And yeah, that's about it.
Is it even Wreck Mumble anymore? Every time
I
go in
don't
there,
even know. It's actually a very good point. I usually spend my time deafened because of all the randoms in there.
Dude, I've migrated to Lot B Mumble. What the fuck does that tell you? Anyway, No Mercy, you got some shoutouts?
Oh, shout out to Bulk too. He's asking for one. Love you, Bulk.
You fat man.
Nah, I'm a shout out free zone.
Okay. Yeah, gonna give a quick shout out to both teams. You guys were huge tonight. Awesome game. Obviously, again, shout out to Zach. Gutted that you couldn't play tonight. Shout out to Pyrex and the Smithsonian as usual. And probably going to wrap the cast up there. If you're watching this on the stream and you didn't catch the game, jump on YouTube. It will be front page tomorrow. If you're wondering about last night's VOD, I know I've had like 10 people message me. Windows update caused my server to reset like 10 minutes after I went to bed. So those games didn't get encoded. They will be encoded tonight and I'll get them uploaded tomorrow. Got about like 7 VODs or something to go up. So, yeah, don't stress too much, they will get up eventually. And as usual, you can catch us on all the usual social media, GreaverTV on Facebook, Twitter, Steam community for requesting casts and stuff, and of course, live streaming on Twitch and VODs on YouTube. Thank you very much for coming along tonight, everyone. Good to see you supporting us on the stream, people. Plenty of you in there. Awesome shit. Have yourselves a good night.